Hey guys, welcome back. We recently got word that the tunnels connecting Nizhny Shponka to the quarry in the small town of Zimnegorsk were finally opened back up after being closed for the winter. There's quite a bit of exploring to do and money to be made over there, so let's saddle up and take the Gaz-69 on its maiden voyage. As I told y'all earlier, the Gaz-69 was the socialists' answer to the capitalist Jeep. Over 600,000 of them were made during the 21-year-long production run, and they were exported to over 56 countries all over the world. In 1957, technical blueprints were given to the company ARO in Socialist Romania for licensed production, and in 1962 to North Korea. The People's Republic of China also produced a vehicle based on the Gaz-69 from 1965 to 2005 in the form of the Beijing BJ212. Looks like someone got their T40 tractor stuck in the mud. From what I've been told, the T40 is common around these parts, produced at the Lipetsk tractor plant for a remarkable 34 years, from 1961 to 1995. Part of its long life and long-term exploitation is due to two factors. The first factor is its detuned running gear, and the second is the massive amount of parts compatibility between other tractors like the lighter T25 and the heavier Belarus series of tractors. The T40's engine, axles, and transmission were designed to handle much more power than is put through them, meaning that many of the T40s that were produced in the 1970s and 1980s are still being used to this day. Luckily, it seems the Gaz-69 won't get stuck in the mud like this poor T40. This Gaz-69 is so capable. I wonder what it will do when we put even better tires on it. Looks like we found our first watchtower. Let's get up there and get a lay of the land and to see where we'll go from here. We'll have to be extra careful taking the shortcut. It's extremely difficult to see through the branches. We got a good lay of the land from this old rickety wooden watchtower, and I managed to spot both another watchtower and an old Laguniva that was modified for the rough Russian landscapes. It seems to be quite lifted, and I figure we can quietly steal some parts from it without anyone noticing. Looks like the previous owner installed an RIF lift kit. RIF is Russia's largest off-road part manufacturer. This is at least $360 in parts. Let's rip them off and see what we can do with them. In any case, let's head on to the next watchtower. Looks like we made it to the next watchtower. I managed to spot a wrecked Kraz 255B over there. If we have any luck whatsoever, we'll find some salvageable parts on it. Looks like we found the Kraz 255B, and it looks like the engine is a different, larger displacement model from the one in our Kraz 6443, but the engine mounts are the same. Let's mark this on the map and come back for it later. For now, we have to head off to the next watchtower. We managed to climb up the watchtower without it collapsing and injuring us. From the watchtower, I spotted a ZIL 164 deep in the swamp. As is custom, we'll head over there and see what we can't scavenge from it. After quite a bit of slow speed, low gear crawling, we finally reached the Zill, and it looks like we might be able to squeeze the larger engine out of the Zill into our recently bought Taymyr 805. We'll also mark this location on the map, and hope that no one gets there before us. But judging by the location and terrain, no one will be coming to save this old Soviet relic. Once again, the GAZ-69 shows us why over 600,000 of them were built. Once again, visibility is poor, so we'll have to approach the next watchtower quite carefully. From the watchtower, we managed to spot both the next watchtower and a lumber mill. Let's go check out the lumber mill. Looks like they never had the time to take down the old socialist signs. The one on the right says "Trudi svo blaga Sovietskого naroda," which means work for the benefit of the Soviet people. And the one on the left says "Narodi Partia Yedini," which means the people in the party are united. I feel like I traveled to China. Looks like the next watchtower is up there by that old wooden church. These types of churches are quite common in villages all across Russia. Let's get up there and see what we can find. We managed to spot a gas station which could come in handy to us, and we spotted the gateway to Zimnogorsk. Let's hope that the road there will be easy to pass. Rosneft, our sponsor, gave us carte blanche to use their fuel trailers, for which I am very thankful, as we'll save tons of money on fuel, and you can too using our sponsor, Rosneft. Your truck deserves only the best, Rosneft. Looks like a bit of a roadblock, but with our trusty winch and our extremely capable Gaz-69, we'll get by with no issues. Looks like we just about made it over to the Zimnegorsk tunnel. Zimnegorsk roughly translates to English as Winter City, as the word Gorod means city and Zima means winter. In any case, I'll go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.